welcome back. Bailey, welcome back.
Yeah, it's a good day. You ladies all right? Today on Microwave Moments!
We're looking at episode 6.
Numero 6.
And today's episode topic is going to be clutch moments. But we're rushing. Are you rushing or are you dragging?
What's the difference?
Well, rushing is when you're going too fast, and dragging is when you're going too slow. Did you watch Whiplash or no?
I've watched a lot of drag, and I feel like things move pretty fast.
How to Train Your Dragon. Bailey, I supplied the Sip Sip today, and I just want to jump right into it. I don't want you to laugh at the name of the beverage.
It's interesting.
But speaking of Bailey being his name, my name is Dante the Beloved.
And I am Bailey the Brief. I like to keep it short.
Type shit. Let's crack open some bevs as we get into this episode.
Squire.
Have you ever had Squirt before?
I have not.
Squirt, the grapefruit soda.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I've never had it before. I hear it's awful. Let's crack.
Clink and clink.
Yeah.
Chling.
It is not as bad as people made it seem.
You heard reviews?
I watched a Harry Potter musical. Very weird call out right here, but Squirt is the soda they make fun of extensively. So
I enjoy it.
yeah, I like it a lot.
It brings me back to childhood.
It's like a Capri Sun, but carbonated, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I want to be the one to decide how we go first today. And
Yes.
I will be
Anything.
giving you the sole decision based on your knowledge. A couple weeks ago, William Wickenheiser, full legal name this time, talked to us about how he scams people out of money. And now people who watch this episode, you can't fall for William's scam. And he'll give them a true-false. I bet $5 on it.
Yeah.
We're not going to bet any money on it. I actually do have $2 if you want to bet money on it. But if you win, you get to go first. We'll just call it that.
All right.
So, earthworms.
True.
True or false? They are native to North America.
False. Final answer.
That was the correct answer. Did you remember what William was talking about? Do you remember this? Or do you just know?
Yeah. I thought we talked about it last week.
All right, cool. That was like 4 weeks ago. I was hoping you
4
forgot.
weeks.
Damn. All right,
Time
cool.
blurs.
I guess you get to go first yet again.
All right. Is this a setup?
Set up for what?
Me to go first?
No, bro. That was a clutch
It was
moment.
genuine.
That was
I
a clutch.
clutched.
You clutched it. You clutched it.
All right. I'm going to have a look at my notes here, guys. All right. I'd like to start off, actually, with a sad mention. Not an honorable mention, a sad one. Sometimes we talk about them, sometimes we don't. This one I felt was necessary. In 5th grade, we had a little talent show in my class and everyone brought in their things. There was a kid that had like a ripstick. Other people were singing. I was panicking for months because I couldn't think of anything I was good or talented at. And I came to a decision. I was collecting bottles at the time, glass bottles. So I took a picture of my glass bottles and got it printed out. And so I brought a picture of my glass bottles to show off for the talent show.
As your friend, what do you want me to do here? I can't tell.
Just acknowledge that it happened.
Do you have the picture?
I don't know. I think it must have got lost. I still have all the bottles in a box somewhere.
Still?
Yeah, some good ones.
What the heck did that have to do with clutch moments, bro?
It's the opposite of a
A historical fumble. Swear. We have to put up the definition of clutch moments, which we will be doing right now.
Right there.
Now you know what they are. They come in many shapes and sizes.
Forms and colors.
Expand your vision.
And your horizons.
Ha!
Speaking of, let's start with my number 5.
All right, there you go.
The sun had reached its peak. As it did most recesses because this takes place on the playground at elementary school. There was a game that we had all played called Kickback. The idea was you had a ball, and you would kick it back and forth from side to side. Imagine, like one team on one side, one team on the other, except it was like a basketball court size.
Mm-hmm. I'm envisioning it.
The idea is that you would cherry bomb the ball up, and if it landed on the ground, that your team would get a point. If it went out of bounds, or if it was caught, you wouldn't get a point. So the idea was to kick it up and then have it land without it being caught or out of bounds.
Okay.
So, fairly simple game. Honestly, when there were a lot of kids, it wasn't fun because it never landed.
Mm-hmm.
But, you wanted more people to play. There was a day where it was a smaller amount of us. It was, as I said, sunny. We were all a little warm, and we were kicking it as always. I kicked it up and over the fence, and we were like, oh no. This ball over the fence yonder, it's pretty much gone, right? It rolled into the parking lot. We looked around, and all of the little teacher aide people, there were one or two people that watched us, and we looked, and I was like, I got this. I climbed up and over the tall fence, and I fell down, and I was outside. I was I left the school property lines, the playground property, and I got in the ball, I tossed it over, and I climbed back up. Now what happened after was a little rough, because I was caught going over the fence, and almost all of us almost got in trouble. The punishment for things bad happening at recess you would have to spend the next day standing along the fence, watching everything.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So because they were all laughing and going along with it, everyone was getting in trouble. But then I, as the responsible, honorable, high honor Bailey,
all right,
said it was all my idea. They said that we should ask the teachers a teacher to get the ball for us, and I took the ball, and I got a ton of cool bonus points from my buddies and people that I didn't even know, because I stood along the fence the next day, and I got a lot of nice waves and smiles.
Hero.
Yes.
A hero of the people.
Yes, and I just wanted to share that. It felt like a good intro. It's a nice story.
This stationary rendition of kickball that you guys played. By the way, why don't you just play regular kickball?
We did play kickball.
Okay.
Most days, but we like to switch it up every now and then.
All right.
There's kickback or tag.
So that's a great summation of what a clutch moment is. Which I'm really glad you had a personal one, because mine is not so personal.
I'm excited to hear your number 5.
My number 5 clutch moment is a Wendy's 4 for 4. Are you aware of Wendy's 4 for 4?
Yeah, I am.
First off, Wendy's 4 for 4. For you uncultured swine who don't know what Wendy's 4 for 4 is, for $4, you can get 4 items. In this economy, that's kind of crazy. Let me break it down for you. You could get chicken nuggets, 1, fries, 2, a small bev, 3, and one of their burgers. And they had a few different kinds. 4 items for $4. 4 for 4? I'm just thinking, whoever made that clutch move, but they probably definitely got fired. That company probably lost gazillion dollars. I was super passionate about Wendy's 4 for 4 back in the day.
My mom and I were just gooning over the Biggie bag, which is the less clutch version of the 4 for 4. Is this something I said?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
So the Biggie bag is the same thing, but it's like a couple dollars more. You have to pay. It starts at $5, and then it's $6 or $7 depending on which sandwich you get.
Yeah.
So not automatically way less incredible than the 4 for 4.
I'm thinking the Wendy's marketing team probably wised up and cut the 4 for 4 off in that tragic day, August 23rd, 2022, I think is when
I'm happy that you know the date.
Yeah, I was very upset. I was writing some notes to Jonathan Wendy, the owner of Wendy's.
CEO.
But that's what a clutch moment is to me.
Yeah.
So
we have completely different definitions of this. So this is going to be an interesting episode.
I'm glad we're in sync, bro. Let's hear your number 4.
My number 4 is I think I remember.
Right over this time, yeah?
Yeah. Number 4 here is going to be my essay on nihilism that I wrote on the way to the class that it was doing.
He insists upon himself. he insists upon himself. Sorry, go ahead.
This was in 6th grade. I was not very responsible at this point. I was reaching a tipping point in my academic career. And this helped me realize my new view on education. So it was the 2nd class. We were in the 1st class in the morning. And then I realized that there was a paper due that I had not done. Just a little one. This was 6th grade, so it wasn't as big of a deal. But I ripped out a paper from the notebook. I was going to say page of the notebook. Paper from the notebook.
Nobody noticed.
I got it out, and I had my 3-inch binder out, and I started writing. And I was writing, and I was writing the whole time on the way while walking. I bumped a couple of people, but that, casualties of war. I got to class. I sat down. And I continued writing. We had like a 5 to 10 minute thing between class to get from class to class.
5 to 10 minutes?
Maybe
we had like
10.
6
I think it was 5
on the nose.
I think it was
how
5
far
minutes.
they were.
5. That's 6 is 5 to 10.
Oh.
And I had filled the page, and my handwriting has always been atrocious, so that wasn't a surprise. It would actually kind of fueled the view that I wrote in the paper. But the teacher had taken them all in. We did the passing channel thing that you always did, or put it up in a bin. I don't even remember what. But the important part is that it got to the guy, and a couple days went by and he read them all, and he liked mine so much that he hung it up next to his little desk area in the corner of the room for the rest of the school year. I assume the rest of his life. His sad, meaningless life. Just like all of ours.
You really remember the essay, huh? He insists upon himself. I'm really glad you tied in nihilism to that.
Yeah. On a side note, I just realized recently that I can't remember most of my teachers. I only remember the ones I liked, which was...
Never the ones you hated.
No, it's starting to go away. I can't, and I can remember. I'm only remembering names. Like I can't picture their faces as much anymore. I'm just thinking about it right now. What are you thinking about right now?
The teacher I hated the most in high school. She taught world history, and she hated black people. Yeah,
was she cool though?
Yeah, she was a cool cat. My number 4 is going to be. And actually, this number 4 goes out to all the heroes. You know who you are. I'm one of those heroes. Bailey's also probably one of those heroes. My number 4 is someone picking up your shift at a bullshit job. I said that with my chest, and I felt that. Yeah. Do you understand what it is when someone picks up your shift and you're like, you're whether you're in school, you're in college.
To future employers, I never did that. I was always the one picking up the shifts. I never missed work.
Picking up the shifts at what? A bullshit job, swear.
Yeah.
Future employers, you're saying the jobs are bullshit.
Oh.
No! I'm very thankful the jobs that I have now, I do not consider bullshit jobs. But back in the day, whether it be working at a grocery store or working at a small localized burrito joint, and you just wanted to live life, right? Like you did it because you had to make money. But these guys who work there full time, the managers, the owners, this was their livelihood. This is life or death for them. And especially at the grocery store that I worked at, some of the cashiers have been there for like 10 plus years. And when you called up, they were like, "Oh, you're not gonna make it far in this company." I'm not gonna make it far in this company. You've been bagging for 10 years. Shut up. Nothing wrong with bagging, but like. Don't tell me I'm not gonna make it far at Wise Markets, bro. That's not my objective.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
So I had to call off because I wanted to go on a date or like go to movies with friends or something like that, or I just wanted to do fuck all.
Yeah.
And I was like, please. Shout out to my girl Jessica M. You know who you
Jessica
are.
M. JM.
Yeah, she used to pick up my shifts all the time. She was about that bread. She's about that drive. She's about that power. She stayed hungry. She devoured.
Did she put in the hours?
She did put in the hours, bro. She was making them checks at Wise.
That's good.
I always used to hit her up and be like, please, I beg of you. But also, sometimes I was Jessica M, picking up other people's shifts. Oh my god, I hate bullshit jobs so much.
The world is full of Jessicas and Dantes.
Which one are you?
It depends on the day. I said I was a Jessica earlier, but I feel like I'm becoming more and more like a Dante.
Not future employers. He's lying. He's always been a Jessica.
Pardon me.
What
guys.
he meant to say is, some days he's the pigeon, and some days he's a statue. Let's hear your number 3.
Let's get to number 3. My number 3 is ham boning.
Ham boning!
Specifically with Matt. Shout out Matt. This relates to my sad mention, but this was nothing sad. This was a joyous experience.
Okay.
Also in school. This was middle school. Not a lot of good times, I would say, because I wasn't there. But this was one of the times I was there because my friend needed me. It was our music class. If you didn't catch that, ham boning.
Ham boning
Is a style of music that involves making sounds and rhythms with your body. Do some research on it. It's actually a lot cooler than I realized. Because I only knew it from ham boning.
Ham boning! They do it in regular show. I love ham boning. I love regular show.
And we all had musical talents. So people were like singing songs or playing things on the piano. Apparently this school had a lot of talented people that I didn't actually appreciate at the time. And then there was myself and Matt. We didn't have any musical talents, and we didn't feel like trying to learn anything new. So we blew off practicing our thing the whole entire quarter, and when it came to present, we freestyled ham boning together.
You guys freestyled it.
Freestyled.
That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick, bro. If I had walked up on that stage, I think all the way to class, I probably would have threw myself down the stairs.
Can you imagine sitting there in middle school, like with 30 kids, looking up and watching 2 kids just slap themselves?
Wait, were you in regular show, bro? I'm pretty sure that's what they did in that one episode when they were in the band. I would have threw myself down the stairs, Bailey. There's no way I'm getting up in front of a group of people and having to make musical, unless they let me freestyle rap. Someone's dropping the beat. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know if they were trying.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And you did it, though.
I did it, and we got an applause. So, I don't...
In a way, applause is a type of ham boning.
Oh. Are they just trying to steal the show from us?
I think so, yeah. That's very disappointing. I'm sorry for that for you. But that's actually pretty clutch. That's probably more clutch than most of the things I have on my list.
Most.
I insist upon myself. A little ostentatious, if you would.
I've never heard you see that word. What does it mean? What does that word mean?
What word?
Ostrich tasters?
I don't think it's anything like that.
Okay.
My number 3. So, you're driving around in Mario Kart, right? I always play Luigi.
Yeah.
Always. And I'm in second place. My big brother Mario is in first place. And somebody all the way in the back of the pack in a relevant brer. Throw that blue shell, bro. And I'm in second place. I could think of no other moment in gaming more clutch. Maybe a 1v1 search and destroy defuse win combo. Maybe. When someone in 8th place chucks that bitch, they pew that blue shell, and you're in second place, and you see that person in first place, like, oh man, the indicator coming. Let me start backing up. I'm like, no. I start backing up in second place too, because what are you on about, bro?
You're not gonna catch me on that one.
What are you on about? The oldest trick in the book, and you think you're catching me, Luigi, number 2. Anyways, I love Mario Kart, so I just, how many matches I won by being in second place and a blue shell coming out of, fuck all. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Can't imagine.
Because you never played Mario Kart before?
No, I love MK. Yeah.
No, you're not slick, bro.
Awesome.
You're not. That was not a clutch moment.
Just you
said Mar and then MK. That wasn't slick. Don't edit that out either. You just did your number 3, and I just did my number 3. Sidebar: this is not on my list.
Yes, and
that was good. Yes, and we took improv classes last week. You can't tell. You know what a really clutch moment is? Like, realistically, like, the best clutch moment is when you're gambling, right? You're gambling.
Always.
Yeah, always gambling. And you're about to quit because you're down. But you don't know that 99% of gamblers quit right before they win.
It's so true. You're one strike away from hitting diamonds.
Right. One lever pull away
One
from hitting
lever.
jackpot. You know what? I think we should gamble. I
think it's time.
I think it's time to gamble, bro.
Stop. That was exhilarating.
I love gambling.
To think
so
about
much.
stopping and then
Topping?
Stopping. You never stop.
That's not what he said.
You never
said
stop.
topping.
You never stop till you're on top.
All right, let's do it. You put
All
the
right.
coin in. I pull the lever. We win mucho dinero. It means a lot of money in Spanish, by the way. I know you don't know Spanish like that.
It actually means much diner. We love eating. We're eating good tonight. Come on, Swan.
All right, I'm hungry.
I can't help you.
Get over here.
We'll see you next time on Gambling with Bailey and Dante.
Back from an exhilarating loss. We'll try again. We'll
We'll never
win.
lose again. If we win next time, then we can pour all of our winnings into winning more.
Yeah, I mean, you can't win if you don't play.
Don't hate the game, hate the player.
Of course you mean yourself. I'm not a player. I am the game.
I don't play.
Let's hear number 2.
I will play about my number 2. We're getting a little deep here. All of mine are school related, I think I said earlier. This one is about standing up to bullies. And getting past that hurdle of, I'd say, arrogance in that hormonal stage where everything is confusing and conflicting. I'd like to start off by saying I didn't think bullying was real. I thought it was I thought it was just in like TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
Until I'll lay out the picture. My mom can confirm both these stories is true. Represent Lynn's. School bus. Everyone it's like two people per seat. That's the usual. We were in like
Use is short for usual, by the way.
yeah, huge. We were in middle school and everyone was getting bigger. And so we were all still sitting 2, but then there was a day where for some reason it was a bunch of buses were not working and we had to join different paths. And so it was 3 person per seat.
No way, I'm standing. Not my big ass, bro. Sorry.
Your
guys.
cheek, like one of your cheeks was hanging out and you were actually using the leg of the other person to support yourself up in the middle aisle. I actually don't know if this was... There must have been a weight limit or something, but it happened. I don't understand how, but it happened. And there was a kid. We'll call him EJ. And EJ was sitting by himself with his back-to-back next to him. Now, EJ, I knew to be one of the like popular kids. Like he had lots of friends. He did all the sports and he had the, like things going for him. But that couldn't say that there were other things, like he might have been having a bad day. Maybe there's a bad grade or something at home, and he wanted to be by himself. That wasn't an option, because there was nowhere else to sit. Everyone else had three people for these little booths, and I needed to sit there, or I would have had to sit on the floor, which was not going to happen. So I was like, hey, could you move your backpack over so I could sit next to you? This is how I sounded, I assume. And he ignored me without any headphones in, and I was like, okay.
You got AirPods in instead.
So then,
check.
These didn't exist yet.
Okay, my fault. You must be old. Sorry, carry on.
I sat down, kind of you can imagine his backpack was like a person. And my cheek was hanging off like everyone else's.
I think your cheeks hanging off a lot.
They won't fall off though.
Okay.
Then, as that happened, I was shoved into the middle aisle.
Sweat.
And my bum went flat.
Flat?
Yes.
The tum-tum.
You heard the thump.
The middle part of the bus is rigid and hard,
it's
too.
lined and hard. I stood up, and I tried to conjure all of my, empathy. And it didn't exist. And I did, the bitch slap thing.
You backhanded, man!
And what immediately happened after was I was filled with regret because I was like, I just hurt someone. And then he lifted his backpack and put it on his lap, and I sat down. So I guess violence works.
I don't know what the clutch moment is. Standing up to bullies, but it sounds like you assaulted a man.
No, the clutch moment. This is actually half of the story.
Oh, okay. I swear.
I was able to sit down that day. Mm-hmm. Fast forward 3 years, and it's high school. We are in gym class playing football outside, and I'm in class with EJ. I've all but forgotten this moment on the bus those 3 years ago. He has grown into the stereotypical person you'd expect in like the TV shows and movies. And he would pick on people that were smaller. He'd be weird to all sorts of people, and to girls he would be judgmental and stuff. And he had become like the stereotypical like bully. And one of my buddies, T, was getting his shirt yanked around, and I stepped in, and I protected my friend that day.
That is a clutch moment.
I would like to share that the reason this was able to happen is because we had a substitute teacher that day, and he was like a 90-year-old man.
Stop.
And he just sent us out there and didn't...
Whoa, watch that angle on that arm, bro. You said send us out there.
Send us out there.
Okay.
With no guidance or anything. He just kind of left us go for an hour. So obviously it turned into a Lord of the Flies Fight Club situation.
Lord of the Flies is crazy.
But yeah, I learned from there that people are just mean sometimes. And although it's probably healthier and better to resolve things peacefully and with your words, I was never good at that.
The next episode of Micro Moments, you better introduce yourself as Bailey the Brute.
The brutalizer.
The brutalizer. Man just said, I'm all about non-violence. That was you!
I don't hit kids anymore.
Is that all you don't hit? Animals, women, men?
No, I don't hit anything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're all good.
Alright.
Now, 1-2, on to you. Let's hear it.
My number 2 is very detailed.
Okay, I can't wait to hear this.
My number 2, I'm reading this from a script. I wrote this down in passion a couple weeks ago, not knowing that we were going to do it today. Making a three-pointer in a game of pickup basketball while you have no business shooting threes. Do you know what I'm talking about? No, he does not. What are you doing out there in Curryland? Do you think that you are a lethal shooter or something? Get your ass back in the paint. You know what it means to be in the paint?
No.
So, like, in basketball, the paint is the zone right under the basket, basically.
Travis would know this.
Okay. The last 5 attempts you took at shooting a three, you did the true air ball to ball up top combo. Every single one, right? But I passed you the ball. Something about this time feels different. You're wide open, behind the three. No one is guarding your brick ass. You know what it means to brick?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
No one's guarding your brick ass. Ball gets past you to drive in. Drive in means to go into the paint, right? Maybe for a layup. But you have a different ambition. You step back. You proceed to shoot the highest arcing shot known to man. I thank you for doing the...
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Was it sunny or cloudy?
We'll say it's a sunny day. The suns are
weather
breaking
matters.
behind the clouds.
Yeah,
here.
and then the sun's revealing the ball as it's shining. Okay, I see it.
Because you arc this shot. It's like...
Yeah, it's in slow motion.
Ball goes in. Nothing but net. Right? Your teammates are astonished. And just for a moment, you are king. The game is over, bro. You made that shot. That whole game, you've been bricking, and now you are on top of the world.
On top of the world, yeah.
Unstoppable. So, I could not think of a more clutch moment when it comes to sports. Professional sports, blah, 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 blah. Everybody's watching, but pick up basketball is where it matters, all right?
Yeah.
Ball up top.
Oh, man.
So, that was my number 2.
That was well said. I
Thank
appreciated your number 2 there.
Thank you.
Are we doing number 1s, or do you have any other ball comments?
No more comments about balls at all.
Okay. Well, for now. Let's go to my number 1.
Wow.
It is going to be when I stopped caring.
We're gonna put the suicide hotline up on the screen.
Oh, down below. If you guys need this.
Yeah, this man talked about nihilism, and then number one was me stop caring.
As we learned earlier,
Are you a villain?
No. As we
hear
were saying, I stopped going to school. I didn't go to school a lot. In middle school. I missed a lot of it. And in the least braggy way, because this is about to go the opposite of bragging, I somehow got on the honor roll when I missed like 30 days of 7th and 8th grade.
I think that's borderline illegal.
Yeah, they say like after 10 they're like, oh, you're gonna go to court. I didn't go to court. So yeah, when that happened, I would just come in for quizzes and I would write my essays and do my projects, but I never did homework. And when they started grading homework, my grades started to go down. Post like this this is where I'm talking about in high school. So I started high school in honors or AP classes, but they graded homework, and I was like, I'm good because I'm not doing this. I remember, I think the last homework assignment I did was probably, there was a 9th grade, whatever that is, that geometry. At the time, I was a couple years ahead, Algebra 2, but I was a couple years ahead then. My grades for math that year were B, C, D, F. I had to retake that class. The next year I did really well because I was on the on level, the college prep classes. And from there, I was like, this is amazing. I was very happy because they didn't grade homework in these classes. You just had to do it, but if you didn't do it, there was no punishment. Yeah. And then some of them, it was like 5% of your grade. It wasn't as big of a deal. And I found solace in all of these classes where I could just do the work and learn some new things. I remember vividly that second year watching Flatland. This long video. Have you heard of Flatland?
I don't know Flatland.
It's this beautiful talk about dimensions and stuff, but I don't know, you missed out on all these fun like I got to start watching Bill Nye again in high school. It was pretty amazing. And this is to go to the blah end. I did not challenge myself in school, but that doesn't mean after school I could go out and challenge myself in other ways. I've always had trouble with the bright lights, sitting still, and just feeding for how long is school? 9 hours?
Yeah, 8.5, bro.
I couldn't do it at that point. I was already doing it for 10 years and I reached like a breaking point after middle school. And I feel like that was like a rebirth period for me to rediscover myself. And that I'd like to share does not go to anyone that did take advanced classes or, was good at doing homework or didn't like doing homework but did it anyway, because I have a crazy admiration and respect for people that did that and do that now, because I couldn't. And this message is mostly for myself, and you shouldn't give up, ever. But I would like you guys, everyone, what you're doing, to take yourselves a little less seriously, and have fun while also being responsible.
Take it easy, but take it. I was the opposite. I was the kid who was in all the advanced classes all the way up to my graduation date. My moment to stop caring came third semester of my senior year. Like, I already decided what I was going to do after high school. Vienna by Billy Joel. I used to really hate that song. I resented it, and I really wish I listened to it back in the day.
I'm going to have to hear this song.
It's a really good message to the youth. And I'm then going to go ahead and shame those who try super hard on the basis of just to try hard.
Just to do it.
To be the best.
Yeah. It's not for yourself at some point.
Yeah. I get it. You want to get into the Ivy Leagues. You want to be
And that's a big
top
thing.
of the class.
Especially if that's what you want, your goal, your parents, or whatever. If you want to go into an Ivy League program and do that, then completely disregard me, because you can't half-ass anything. You have to go. You have to full send it.
And some scholarships really just care about numbers. Some scholarships care about who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Being well-rounded, and having an overload in high school and middle school, they don't go hand in hand. Your high school GPA means nothing. Once you graduate, your high school GPA is worthless. I see people still brag about theirs in my age bracket, and I'm just like,
What are you doing?
shut up, bro! Shut up! What are you on about?
Man.
There is a certain sickness in the tail of Icarus. You wanted to rise so high, and now you're burning yourself out. So take it easy, but take it. It is important.
Yeah. I think there's one more thing I want to say about my number one. And I currently can't remember it.
That's not very clutch of you at all.
Nope, I did not clutch that. I forgot it like a minute ago. I was trying to remember it, and I came here, and I was like, I swear it was going to come out tip of my tongue, but it's not. So we'll leave it as a mystery. Number one?
Yeah, my number one is going to be about my man. I cannot say his name. I'm so sorry. Stanislav Petrov.
Oh.
We've all heard this story probably dozens of times, but for me not to mention it would be a total klutz move. He prevented World War III. You know the story?
I'd like to hear it again.
So he was in charge of the monitoring systems, like the early warning monitoring systems for the Soviet Union for watching for nukes.
Okay.
And the monitoring system that he was using flagged that, hey, nukes are being sent. It's go time. Let's do this. And like the big men upstairs were like, swear, send it. My man Petrov, stand on no nonsense Petrov, thugged it out for real.
Yes.
And he was like, no.
Just wait a minute.
Chill out. Let's chill out this Cold War. Didn't send shit back. Did not do return to sender.
Yeah, I do know this.
Yeah.
And did you know that, and this is like, I think this is the clutch moment. This is a great number one. But this has happened like a handful of times where the commanding officer tells someone to like hit the button.
Yeah, to send it.
And you have to wonder how many times that we don't know the names, because if you don't listen to your commanding officer in some countries, you might go bye-bye.
Which could have happened to him. I think he was reprimanded and imprisoned. I think
We're
he
doing
died.
We're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I think he died in the early 2000s though. Like he lived on. For those who can't relate to how impactful this was during the Cold War, this is like you freaking out about a text message, and you send someone a risky message. Well, it's right off this clutch moment, another clutch moment. Like you're like, hey, I really like you, right? So like, let's role play. So I text Bailey. I'm like, I really like you. I send the message, and I check my phone. I toss it. I can't look at it anymore. You know what I'm talking about? When you send that risky message, you toss it. I see dots start appearing on the screen. I see dots. I'm getting nervous because those dots are like, oh, he's typing for too long. I start typing out, ha, just kidding, wrong person, blah, 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 blah. And he sends back, I like you too. Swear, bro. Swear. I didn't need to send that haha, I'm just kidding message. That's the modern day equivalent for you Utes.
I see that. I was just thinking, that also reminded me of I know someone who likes you.
Can we talk
you
about...
spend all the time, you hang out with them all the time.
This is the anti-McClutch moment. You know them pretty well. That's the who do you like? I don't know. I would say you know them pretty well. Who is it? And they're about to fuck up the whole friendship. They're about to fuck up the whole friendship. I've been in both spots, though. I've been in both spots. I've been in both spots, bro. About to ruin the whole base. You're ruining the base. Don't. I think it makes it like your chances of succeeding are worse because you're beating around the bush.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you say you like them, they say don't like you back, lock it off. Cool, gang. But
that's exactly what it is.
Anyways, I think that was a great episode.
It was pretty good. Can we clutch?
Huh?
Can we clutch this at the end here with our clapping?
Yeah, before we attempt this clutch, which we will get on the first try.
Yeah, we will.
Comment down below. Tell us about your clutch moments. Tell us about your fumbles. We want to hear about them. We want to laugh.
I also, if you've heard of other people's, if you know, famous or not, maybe it's just a buddy, their clutch moments. If you know someone that did something pretty rad in the right time, let us know.
And if anyone's ever hit you with that, you know them pretty well. I like you moment. Let us know too. That needs to stop immediately. Ready to clap out, bro?
Dude, we'll see you next time. Yeah. Are you ready?
Next week, our moments.